You're such an asshole.
Greetings, assholes. Hello, Aaron. I've been in the Air Force for 9 years. I'm debating getting out in a year and a half or staying in. I joined the Air Force at 26, now I'm 36 and unsure about what I should do for the future. If I do 20 years, I'll retire from the Air Force at 46. I obviously need a job for the rest of my life, and I think it will be harder to start a good career at that age, being 46 years old with bad knees. I have a bachelor's degree and 2 associate's degrees in criminal justice. I know it's worthless. I could get out and start a new career, likely for the Federal Bureau of Prisons or some other federal agency, go into the reserves to keep my benefits in retirement, and end up getting my 2 retirements at around 57. What do you think is the best option? I would like a YouTube video response, please. Now, fortunate for you, behind the camera, we have one of my agents in the field who is retired Air Force, and he'll assist with us. But then we had some other questions. I said, how much would your monthly pension drop if you switched to the reserves now versus putting in your full 20 full-time at the Air Force? And what guarantee do you have to get into some kind of federal prison position with your degree? Because I remember all these guys, oh yeah, criminal justice, I'll go work for the prison. And like, no, it doesn't work out. What I have seen is more guys get out of the military, thinking the military sucked, and you know, oh, private sector is all that much, and then it's like they sink. They don't swim, they sink. And their expectations of what they were going to get paid in the private sector does not match. And have you ever worked outside the military? Do you know what bullshit awaits out there? And he responds, hi, Aaron, thanks for the response. From what I've read, my pay at the federal prison would be $53,000 a year, which is more than I make now. My 1 weekend a month, 1 month a year, or whatever it is, pay from the reserve would be crap, but I'd still keep my benefits in retirement. I'd also still get to make boatloads of money on deployments. I feel secure about being able to get into the federal prison system due to my background in military law enforcement, nuclear security, overseas experience, my education, correction job. Okay, so he's like an MP. What do they call that in the Air Force? It's not an MP.
Security police.
SP, okay, all right. I had a buddy who did that too. There's also the fact that it's a prison and nobody wants to work there, so the jobs are always open. The thing is, I haven't been a civilian for a long time, and I'm wondering how bad it really is out there. I can't imagine it being worse than the military. Thank you. Right now, the unemployment rate's good enough that the employers actually have to treat their employees pretty good. And here's the other thing: he's going to have to leave the military anyway.
Well, eventually,
yeah,
with a nice pension is good, but depending on the career field or if there's an up or out promotion, it sounds like he's probably enlisted if he's an SP, but some officer career fields, if you don't get promoted, you're out. So you're not guaranteed to stay in that 20 years.
Right.
If it's a low promotion rate in that career field.
And I like the idea of him, okay, I'll keep my toe in the reserves, and while I'm still young, go work, and then you can double dip and get 2 pensions.
It's actually a good idea. I kind of wish I'd done that.
Yeah, well, you're only got a super high IQ, not super genius high IQ.
All right.
Okay, so I'm not going to go into detail, but he is security force. The job sucks, but I'd imagine all the working security did suck. It's not supposed to be fun or exciting.
Yeah, that is kind of a crappy job. So
I had another
do that for another 11 years. That's
my other buddy he was security forces, and he went from southern Italy, Lecce, something like that.
Aviano.
Whatever. He's in the Mediterranean. It's sunny. All the girls loved him because he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed American, right? It was great. You know where he got dispatched next time for his next deployment? Minot, North Dakota, driving around a Ford Bronco, looking at nuclear missile silos in January.
Well, that's one thing that does suck about the Air Force is they can tell you to go something shitty, and your choices are to say yes or go to jail.
Yeah.
So, in Minot, they have a lot of security police out there to escort the convoys, and you just sit there out in the snow, freezing your ass off,
just doing nothing.
And so, yeah, doing that for another 11 years would suck. In that career field, though, you could go OSI, Office of Special Investigation. It's kind of like
their officer route?
No, it's not necessarily an officer. It's all ranks actually. But it's instead of standing in front of a gate with a M16, you actually do investigations.
So like a detective?
Yeah.
Forensics or something? Okay, alright. So you're promoted from patrolman.
My friend's brother does that.
Oh, okay,
in
cool.
Germany, so that's actually a great.
That's an option.
That's a great option.
Stated new career and be done with 2 retirements at 57. I know this shit is confusing. I'm trying to digest all it. Forgot to mention, I don't want to mention his rank. He doesn't know if he'll get promoted. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go. I like his idea. I like his idea, keeping his toe in the guard reserves, and then going into the. My only concern is everyone thinks, oh, I just go out and get a job. It doesn't always work that way, but if there's a time to leave and try and go to the private sector with unemployment at 3.7%, this would be it. And his background would make him perfectly qualified to go work as a prison guard, I'd imagine. Right? So I like it.
I really don't think that'd be any more fun than sitting in the snow with an M16. No,
right.
Probably worse. You're dealing with the
you could be
shittiest people out there.
Yeah, shat upon.
Yeah, you're dealing with awful people as a prison guard. You know, sitting out in the field of mine, it's a cakewalk in comparison. So,
but even if he does, let's say it's a worse job than the one he's got now, he does get the 2 retirement. And I do like is that he's thinking forward. He's like, I'll be a one-trick pony getting out of the military at 46. Or however old he'll be at 20 years in.
Yep, 46.
Yeah,
That's young to get a pension, man, forever.
Yeah, I know he wouldn't know. He'd still get the pension forever, keeping his toe in the reserves. Maybe not as much of a pension, but I kind of like his idea.
Actually, I have a friend of mine who lives in the Philippines. He did his 20 years in the Marines, was a prison guard for a few years, and now he's doubled it to the pension, and he lives
like
very
king.
nicely
like
in the Philippines. Yes,
like a king.
And he's like, I don't know, he's early 60s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not dating young women over there, is he? Yeah, you got a good idea. I think we both like your idea. I think you should go ahead and do it. See, oh dang, oh shoot, I can't say it because never mind, I can't say it because I want to keep them anonymous. But anyway, all right, there you go. We have spoken, and someone much more educated and familiar with the field has spoken. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We go back to full-time work December 26th. Because you assholes won't leave me alone. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.